been a while since I've made one of these. Jeez. So, what is there to talk about? There is so much to talk about. It's ridiculous. I want to start off by saying, first of all, thank you very much. There's 100 people now subscribed to my YouTube channel, which, you know, isn't much in the grand scheme of things, but it's 100 people that are listening to what I'm saying, which is, it feels nice to be heard, especially, you know, in relation to my other video. Second of all, let's just take a moment to take in 2020 and what it was. There was countless events that have obviously been very life-changing, and we should pay attention to these things, take in as much information as we can, educate ourselves on all these topics, and move forward towards a brighter and better future. I think 2020 is definitely a year that we should hold on to and will be held on to within history, because it really started to show us the cracks that are in society. I also want to take a moment to respond to my other video. It's been a place where people can comment and talk about themselves and the sort of struggles that they've been through, whether that be just saying a comment saying thank you, or some people sort of talking about their quiet BPD, or how they're having a tough time dealing with their BPD. And for me, I think that is probably one of the healthiest things that people can do. A problem shared is a problem halved. That's what I've always seen it as. So I think we should keep on using this platform to be able to talk about how we feel. Why not? But you will be listened to here. I will listen. I read through all the comments all the time, and actually it's given me such a buzz seeing other people who understand how I've been feeling. I thought I was all alone, and it seems very much that I'm not. I can't take away from your pain, but I can certainly relate to you, and I can do my best to empathise and try and help in the best ways that I can, whether that be through making videos or responding to the comments. Let it be. I'm here to help you guys. So I feel like I've learned a lot about myself over 2020. I've had a very difficult year, as everybody else has, but I've also had a very positive year. I actually started antidepressants, which is something that I've been very against for very long, and it's a very interesting experience. Again, sorry, I'm quite nervous about saying these things because it's not, you know, what's the word for it? It's hard putting yourself out there, especially on such a broad spectrum where people can attack. But yeah, I've recently started a course of antidepressants, and I've been very against them for very long because I've said to myself, I want to know what it feels like to be me. I still have problems with my identity, and I felt like taking antidepressants could actually heighten that unstable sense of identity. So I am now probably a good month and a bit into taking the tablets, and I feel better. I find that I'm able to fight off my thought progressions, which is wonderful. Whereas before I would get very focused on something and then it could ruin the rest of my day. I now am able to say, okay, that is a bad thought, and I can throw it away, and it will sort of disperse. That it will still be there, that initial thought will still be there, but I don't necessarily go down the tracks that lead me down the bad spirals. But then at the same time, I also miss those spirals, which is so weird to sort of comprehend, but because that is me and that's what I'm used to, and I've grown to love it in a way. There's something very different about BPD where you are happy and you are sad at the same time, and sometimes without the sadness you are not happy, if you can kind of get what I mean. That's I struggle with putting things into words because of the dyslexia, but I feel better, and my day-to-day life is so much easier. My partner has said she can see that my thoughts are getting better, and I'm starting to put more effort into other things, into other aspects of my life, which is brilliant. But that thing that is BPD is almost what makes me special. It's almost my gift and not a curse. And at the moment, I think taking these antidepressants is great for me, and I will carry on taking them until I feel comfortable enough in what I'm doing in my normal life to be that, you know, when I come off of these tablets, it won't make a giant dent. Having BPD gives you this certain level of hypersensitivity that nobody else understands. And when you're in a room, you know it's almost like you know what's going to happen before it happens. You walk into a room and you can feel the energy, and it's so strong that you can almost predict the future in a way. But things like that nobody else has, but I felt like I had. Now taking these antidepressants, I do feel like it has slipped, but I am a lot better in terms of my positivity. I would say I used to be at like a constant 5, you know, and then I would go whoop up to 11, and then whoop down to 0, and then whoop back up to 5. Now I would say I'm sitting at 7.5, which is a really, really positive step. I'm doing all the other things around that to get things in check. Another thing that I say has personally helped me and may potentially help you is exercise. First of all, it gets us out of the house. Getting out of the house is just, you know, the sun, and even if it's not sun, just the natural environment that can make a small impact on your day, but can really make the difference. I find that body image is a big thing with my borderline personality disorder, so working towards something where I feel like I look better, I feel like I look more like myself, then I will work towards that. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. Does not matter as long as you put in that effort. There's so much information on YouTube and all these other platforms that you can learn how to do the exercises. Don't judge yourself, don't criticize yourself. You might do amazingly one day, you might do awful the next. That is completely fine. Keep on working with it. You'll go in the right direction. You can start working towards what will make you feel happy when you take your clothes off and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, you know, fair enough. Like, fair enough. That's what I'm sort of working towards now alongside other things. Yeah, I want to say a big shout out to this company, 49 to Midnight Films. I started it earlier in 2020. Me and my friend Ollie had an idea in the kitchen and we sort of rolled with it, and thankfully that has been a big source of my happiness. I've been working towards being a sort of film production company with my friend, which I laughed at just then because it seems laughable that I'm doing that. I can't believe that I'm doing it. I did something that was taking a risk, and I put myself in a really uncomfortable situation, and pressure makes diamonds. So I'm sort of flying with that, trying to do as many things as I can do to make me happy, the things that I know that make me happy. And again, I really think that you guys should do the same. Exercise might be my thing, and making films might be my thing. Art may be yours, you know, it might be dance, it might be, it could be math, you know, it could be anything, it could be cars. Do what makes you happy. Make sure you have time for that. Your happiness comes first and foremost over everything. And yes, money is a big issue right now. Make sure you make your money so that your living standard is as good as it can be, but then on top of that you need to make sure that you are focusing on self, because everybody has one life and it's theirs, and you do have to be selfish, and in that selfishness you have to put your happiness first, because actually by you being happy, that will change other people around you. You'll walk into a room with a completely different aura, and people like us, people like me with BPD will pick up on that happiness and will bounce off it, and they will be happy, and it will be passed on and passed on and passed on. And that happiness has come from you fulfilling your needs and what you want to do. Just do what you want to do, my guys. I don't know if this video has made sense. I freestyled, completely freestyled. Thought, I need to make a video, I need to talk about some stuff. I don't know when I'm gonna make another video. I probably will make one soon. I want to get in front of the camera and keep on talking to you guys. Makes me happy. So, yeah, I'll update you with how things are going. Stay positive.